For years, Antarctica has been known for its snow-white, icy landscape, where only a few hardy species could survive. But recently, scientists have noticed that large parts of the continent are turning green, and this is happening at a surprisingly fast rate. First of all, it's important to understand that Antarctica is not just one big icy mass. It's actually a continent with diverse regions, from the dry valleys of the McMurdo region to the lush coastal areas of the Antarctic Peninsula. And it's in these coastal areas where the green transformation is most noticeable. Recent satellite images and ground surveys have shown that large areas of ice-free land along the Antarctic Peninsula are becoming increasingly vegetated. This is due to the growth of mosses, lichens, and other small plants that are able to thrive in the relatively mild temperatures and abundant water supply. Scientists believe that this vegetation growth is being driven by a combination of factors, including global warming, increased snowfall, and changes in the amount of sunlight reaching the ground. As the temperatures rise, the ice melts, exposing the underlying soil, which provides the perfect environment for plants to grow. The increased snowfall in some areas is also contributing to the greening of Antarctica. While it may seem counterintuitive, more snowfall actually means more water for the plants to grow. And as the ice melts, more nutrients are released into the soil, providing a further boost to plant growth. But perhaps the most surprising factor in the greening of Antarctica is the increase in sunlight reaching the ground. As the ozone hole over Antarctica has started to close, more UV light is reaching the surface, which is actually beneficial for plant growth. And with climate change causing more cloud-free days, there is even more sunlight available for the plants to photosynthesize. So, what does this mean for the environment and the planet as a whole? Well, on the one hand, the greening of Antarctica could be seen as a positive development. After all, more vegetation means more carbon dioxide absorption, which could help to mitigate the effects of climate change. But on the other hand, the greening of Antarctica could also have negative consequences. For one thing, it could disrupt the delicate balance of the Antarctic ecosystem, which has evolved over millions of years in a unique environment. And the increased plant growth could also contribute to more melting of the ice, which could lead to rising sea levels and other environmental impacts. Furthermore, the greening of Antarctica could also have implications for scientific research. The ice-free areas that are becoming more vegetated are often the sites of important research stations, where scientists study everything from climate change to astronomy. The growth of vegetation could interfere with these research activities, and also make it harder to study the underlying geology and soil. So, what can we do about the greening of Antarctica? Well, unfortunately, there is not much we can do to stop it. The forces driving the transformation are largely beyond our control. And even if we were able to somehow reverse climate change, the changes in the Antarctic environment are likely to persist for many years to come. However, what we can do is continue to study and monitor the situation carefully, and try to understand the implications of the greening for the environment and the planet as a whole. We can also work to reduce our carbon emissions and take steps to mitigate the effects of climate change, in the hope of minimizing the impacts of the greening of Antarctica and other environmental changes. In conclusion, the greening of Antarctica is a fascinating and unexpected development that has important implications for the environment and the planet as a whole. While there are both positive and negative aspects to this transformation, it is clear that we need to continue to study and monitor the situation closely in order to fully understand its effects and implications. And above all, we need to take action to address the root causes of climate change so that we can ensure a sustainable future for ourselves and for the planet.